What up, y'all? Man, let me tell you something. I'm gonna go. I ain't gonna be on here long or whatever, because I've been getting on here a lot or whatever, and I guess I don't really I'm not really talking about much or whatever. I don't really have much to say because all I do is try to put out content, or whatever. But I also woke up with it on my mind, like, oh, I gotta move to Cali. Like, I gotta get out of Atlanta. I have got to get out of Atlanta. And yeah, so it was like I woke up and I'm thinking, it just dawned on me, man. And now I know why people be wanting me to be quiet and shut up or whatever. Because people don't like for you to tell the truth or whatever. People don't like for you to speak on what's true or real. I'm a realist, so I always say what's on my mind. You know what I'm saying? I understand now why people do weird things. Like, majority of the time, since I've been in Georgia, anything strange happen, it always be with people I know. You know what I'm saying? And I used to wonder, like, why do these things happen? Like, why do these things happen? Why do they treat why do people treat you different? You know what I'm saying? Or why do people treat you like why they act fake for real? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do they do the weird things I do? I've thought about it. You know what I'm saying? It bothered me for a long period of time because since I've been in Georgia, I've always been a person who, you know, loving and kind. If you don't say something, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't read nobody's mind. I go off what the word of God, and what my spirit tells me. I can't read minds, and some folk expect for you to read minds or kiss their tails. People want you to kiss their buttholes. I'm not a butthole kisser. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just it's like I realize, it has never been me being the issue. I've never had an issue with anybody. Anytime I was in anything, it was always someone who pushed it to get that far. And it's strange how people make mistakes without thinking. And you know, sometimes telling them the truth ain't the best thing. Like the video when y'all come in, please. Telling the truth to people aren't always the best thing. You should probably not say anything at all, or just get away from a person that you care about and you want to tell the truth, because everybody's not accepting to the truth. Everybody ain't accepted to the truth. And do you notice that when you tell an individual, when you think that you can tell an individual the truth, they take that and they make it into something else? Have you noticed that? I've noticed that. Now I'm just the type of person that's been lied on all my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always had people hate me, for no reason. They hate me and they don't know me. But for some apparent reason, since I'm at my prime in my career, everybody that that had an issue with me like me. You know what I'm saying? And I found that strange. But people who hate people who hate me, 9 times out of 10 they hate themselves. You know what I'm saying? And when people hate you, it's not you. Sometimes when people are cruel, they're only being the way people, the way folk has been with them. Yes. And we have to take accountability for being wrong. I remember you. Oh, I remember you too. How you doing, Judah? Um, yeah, so I wanted to get on here. Um, yeah, I woke up with that on my mind. I'm trying to um really get this together because I see now that it's a lot. There's nothing for me in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? It's like I think I've done what I'm supposed to do here. You know. Yeah, I did. Like, um I'm just realizing how like my ever since I've been here, you know, it's always been like a roller coaster. And then, you know what I'm saying? But the roller coaster is fine, okay? Anybody who is offended me in 2025, I don't deal with anymore. You know, anybody who's offended me coming into 2026, I ain't dealing with them. Because at the end of the day, someone that comes to you with a pure heart, you know, and they have to take the blame for things that they don't understand and never knew or uh, uh knew about. But yet you want to do a lot of people like there's a lot of copycatters out there. They want to do what you do, but they don't want to give you credit, you know. And but they do what you do and they do it the wrong way. They don't do it the right way. See what I'm doing, what I'm putting out into the universe is positivity. You know what I'm saying? What I'm putting out is positivity because of the simple fact, life is too short. Life is too short for a person to not be with somebody that they don't want to be with. Life is too short for people to be dragged along, abused. You know what I'm saying? Life is too short for you to be with somebody who, you feel don't care about you. And this is the time where in 2026 you should find what loves you. You know what I'm saying? Don't go where you're tolerated. Don't go where you're tolerated. Go where you appreciate it. And that's what I'm doing because um somebody else I can't really say it because I can't say it because I'm unsure about it, but my best friend told me that God never give people the same talent and they be friends. You know what I'm saying? And I used to wonder what she mean. I don't really understand it quite yet, but I get it. But it makes a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? People who love you ain't gonna do what you do. People who love you don't copycat off you. Those are people who envy you, who wants to be you. Copycats. You know, now to be honest with you and be frankly clear, I see you guys ain't liking the video. You know what I'm saying? You want me to keep talking, but you ain't liking the video. I don't understand why No one, what's wrong with you hitting the like button? But that's fine, because a lot of people come in, they see me talk, you know what I'm saying? They get they get their juice and they go. But look, I've realized, you see what I'm saying? You can't force yourself on nobody. You see what I'm saying? You can't force love on someone. You see what I'm saying? It's like a dog. You ever had a dog for anybody ever owned a service dog? Because if you ever owned a service dog, that dog is your protector, is your companion. That dog knows everything about you. That dog know you more than you know yourself. That's how people of God works. Real people of God. They know you better than you know yourself. You see what I'm saying? And you should not let anything influence you to do the wrong thing. Because if you're doing something, drinking, smoking, whatever more you could be doing that could take your mind and make you do the craziest things in your life that you regret later, like mess over good people. Those are things you regret. These things you come, like when you meet a good person and you screw them over and you make them look at you in a different light, you really curse your life. Yes. Because the reason why I say that, whatever you put out, you get back. And people need to be really careful what they do to people who are just kind. People need to be really careful what they do to people who are just genuinely kind. Because it doesn't take long coming back. So it's like, I remember I said to myself, dang, I'm a I don't know how to say this. Let me get it out. Funny how, you know, the world is different. Sometimes I think I'm in a place with aliens. Which, you know what I'm saying, for real. I've never seen an alien before, but you know, 2026 living in Georgia is like it's an alien world. I only want to go to California because I want to execute my career. You know what I'm saying? I want to execute it. I don't know. Georgia is nice or whatever, but I believe that I'm growing, and I'm in a place where a lot of people are not in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a place where I'm trying to. I want my career. I want to be very successful in it, and I don't want to be complacent. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be complacent because, and I understand, and these are my things to understand. When you move to a place like California, you I don't know what make people move out of there. Okay? I don't know what make people move, but people have their different reasons. But for me, I believe that once I go that way, I'm never coming back to the South. You know what I'm saying? I ain't coming back. Because I just feel like, you know, people say they love you, they care about you, and when they think you're down, you don't. My phone used to ring a lot when I was working. I guess people thought I had more money when I was working, which that's very much so of a lie. I've never made as much money working versus me working for myself. And it seems to me that it's funny how people like now. It's since I'm not working, my phone don't ring anymore. Certain people don't call me. That called me all the time when I had a job. Um, and it's strange. It's funny, quite actually. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I don't want you around me anyway. Because I never want a person to see me for what I got. That's in a relationship, a friendship, whatever. I ain't never wanting to be with anybody that is materialistic. Everything I don't, that's irritating. If nobody never told you this before, I'm finna tell y'all and I'm finna go because nobody's saying nothing, so I'm not really finna stay on here. When you do what somebody else do, you're not gonna stay in a relationship. You're not gonna stay in a friendship. People don't like that. If they don't tell you, I'm finna tell you. They don't. People don't like you to do what they do. My ideal of a relationship of a soulmate is somebody who's gonna teach me different, not do the same thing that I do. My ideal of a friendship is a friendship that, when somebody is gonna, enlighten me to new things and help me. When you have a friend, you vent to a friend. But if your friend do what you do, or what I'm saying, want the same things that you want, like, that's kind of like an envious spirit. But anyway, um yeah, like, even family members do the same thing you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's an envious spirit. I mean, who could who could convince you to turn on your family? Anyway, yes, but yeah, I've always been like a little. I'm at the place now where, um if I ain't talked to you in 2025 and to 2026 now, I'm not talking to you ever. I don't care who you are. Don't even waste your time. If I tried to open up the door and talk to you and you never tried to talk to me, please do not try to open that door. Nothing you will have for me that I would need, and it's not possibly anything I could ever have that you could need. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel because, I'm the wrong person to make enemy with. I'm the wrong person to even do the wrong thing to because I take it to heart. I tell anybody I take it where it has to go, where it should go. And people who don't normally like me is the people who lies. People who are not truthful, people who lies, people who, what I'm saying, can't be real with themselves. You know, and just because a person like, say for instance, they be like, oh, they cool. No, it's just because they cool with you, don't mean they'll be cool with me. Just because they like you, don't mean they will like me. And that go with anything. Girl, that go with anything in your life. I would never be with a man that doesn't respect my father and my brothers and my mother, my kid. I would never. I would never. I would never. To see somebody disrespect them in my face. See, the thing about it is, it's not enough structure in the world. You see what I'm saying? It ain't enough structure in the world. And people who have mental health get married to people who have mental health issues. It's just terrible. And everybody has a mental health issue. But the thing about it is people get married and they don't be healed. People marry the wrong person and they be scarred. hmm But anyway, oh, what else I gotta say? Um, what else I got? You have to be careful for those people who sees a wrong thing and they don't say nothing. They let you know when something is wrong, you supposed to speak. Do you know when you see someone getting mistreated, you supposed to open your mouth? You're not supposed to let people, excuse me, you're not supposed to let people hurt and not open your mouth. You know, um, you're not supposed to see someone's being mistreated and you don't say nothing. But I really thank God for everything that has happened for me 2026, you know. Um but I noticed that when when I had a when I was working, my phone used to ring a lot. For things like that didn't matter. And now that I'm not working, my phone doesn't ring a lot. And I ain't got no problem with that, but if that's what you want, let it be. I want the same thing that you want for yourself. You know, that's just how I am. Um I care about you as far as you care about yourself. Whatever you want for yourself, that's what I want for you. Mhm. Whatever you want for yourself is what I want for you. But people got that bad. Let me tell you something. Man, I think I'm in this place in my life where uh I don't really want to be around anybody. I don't want to be with anybody. I just want to stay um closed into myself. Because And people might say it's shutting down or whatever, but it'd be whatever you want. But for me, it seems like people just keep letting you down. They let you down. Hmm. Oh, and I am aware that my YouTube channel has been reported because I'm aware of Catherine. Um, online fools. Oh, you so sad. The thing is, it takes one to know one, but that's the thing. That's the thing about that word. When you call a person a fool, you have to understand that it takes one to know one, and I also want you to understand that just because you're envious of somebody else's life doesn't mean you should call them names. Yes, because I'm a rich fool. Don't you forget it. Um, so it's so crazy. It's so crazy how demons tremble when you tell the truth. Carolina, girl, get the fuck. Man, it's crazy how them demons come out when you tell them the truth. Boy, if you want to ever see a demon, tell the truth on them motherfuckers. Baby, I like to see. I ain't lying. I like to see them rise. I ain't lying. I like demons. I ain't lying. I put the fear of God on the spirit because I like to see them activate. Because let me tell you, that's how you know something wrong with a person. See, that's how you know you gotta leave that person alone. You gotta let them go. You can't be around them because they possess. And people who possess entities, they like being entities. They like that stuff in them. Those different spirits or whatever. Those spirits make people do crazy things online. It doesn't make you do normal things. You know what I'm saying? Demons allow man, it's weird, man. It's weird, bro. I don't they don't care about anybody but themselves. When a person is possessed, they don't care about anything but themselves. Have y'all ever seen a demon? Okay. But anyway, um, yeah, a lot of people run when you talk like that. Yeah, because you can't talk about God unless you've known, some things God had to do. That's y'all problem. Y'all just go to church. Y'all got religion, but y'all don't know God. But look, um, yeah, I realized a person who's possessed don't care about anybody, not even themselves. Must I be honest? Um, see, I just heard some. See, when you get into something like that, I just heard something in that room in there. You know what I'm saying? I know my sister. My sister ain't here. She out. She out. So ain't nobody here but me. But yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Let me make me some coffee. Good morning. Oh, I heard some noise. I came out and I said, ain't nobody here but me. And I see your light on. I said, dang. For real? Dang, I'm sorry that happened. Okay. I ain't been knowing nothing yes. On this live, child. Yeah, I'm getting bored. I'm getting bored with that now. Huh? What you say, Mike? Girl, I'm talking about these fake ass people who live in Georgia. Like, I noticed my phone haven't rung much since I lost my job. Remember how people used to call me? Now I ain't working, ain't nobody call. How you notice that? Nobody but my baby, my mama, my daddy, my brother. That's it. Nobody called to check on me. Make sure I'm okay or nothing. They don't make sure you got anything you need help with it. But you know, nigga, they don't care about you. They only care about what you can do for them. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I don't care. I don't even care. All I know is when I'm in a relationship and I fall for somebody and I don't come around your ass, don't come to me. Stay away from me. Stay away. Don't. When I'm in a situation, when I finally get into what I need and what I'm deserving of, don't come around me. If you weren't around me when you thought it was going bad for me, don't be around me when it go good. You know what I'm saying? Nope. Phone used to rain, girl. I'm happy that it's like that because, like I said, I don't really like talking anyway. But it's a thought that counts, you know. Hey, how you holding up? Huh? But this is Georgia, so you can't expect to get the truth. Can't expect to get real shit. This is Georgia. You can't expect to get honesty for real. Shit. You ain't gotta learn the hard way. This is Georgia. This is Georgia, girl. I just noticed that it's funny to me. Huh? I just was looking forward to the call and talk to you shit like within that first week. You choked on every motherfucking body else. Yeah, I made sure people were good. Mm-hmm. That's just how I am, bro. I'm a realist. But yeah, I don't expect everybody to be like that, but you know, in order to keep people like me around, you gotta be somewhat of a good person. So it don't matter. Mm-hmm. I just noticed it though. I'm like, well, damn. Since I ain't been working, I ain't. That's strange though. To me, I ain't never. I don't understand. I don't understand why people do things like that and think you gonna still talk to them. They think you gonna still be cool with them, even though they don't. Ooh, Mike. Good sad. You tried telling me though. Yeah, you tried telling me. I just didn't listen. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just didn't listen. I had to learn my Australia as well. But guess what, honey? This is yet to come.